is this? Tabletop Island, huh? Let's see what this is all about.
Welcome to Tabletop Island. I'm Bernardo, your host, and today we're going to be taking a look at an unboxing for the Game of HAM. I actually had this sent to me from this company. Typically, I don't accept things like that, but I took a look at the game out of curiosity because the name was really wacky, and I decided, you know what, this sounds like the kind of game my board game group would like. I showed it off to them. They were very impressed by the idea behind it, and I jumped at the chance to get a review in on it and really test it and see what's going on. But first, the unboxing. So what is it? A Game of HAM is a party card and board game that will have players squealing with laughter or turning away in shame. The adult version is meant for people who like their humor the way Scrooge likes his coffee, dark and bitter. Wham bam, let's go ham. Ooh, I really wanted to say that. But this is cool. So it's a card game, almost like kind of like that Cards Against Humanity, except it has more of a gamer feel to it, which kind of interested me a little bit, because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't own Cards Against Humanity because I have a million friends who do, and I'm kind of tired of it. Honestly, all the cards are pretty stale. I've seen just about all of them now. I mean, I'll enjoy it, obviously, if my friends are being wacky or whoever I'm playing with is just new, but for the most part, I'll avoid it. HAM, hating all mankind. I was wondering what if that stood for anything. That's hilarious. So the artwork's pretty fun. It comes off as a kid's game, and then it says adult right here, which is kind of hilarious, actually. Let's see here. A quick start guide. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, quick start. You know, I'm one of the few people who you'll meet is just terrible at reading instructions, so I have a dedicated team of friends who are literature experts and understand how to read instructions a lot better than me, because when I seem to read them, I leave out one very important rule and I break the game every single time. We've learned this time and time again, but yeah, I mean, it looks ordered pretty nicely. Again, I'm not going to grade the rule book yet because I'm not good at reading them, but it looks really well organized. It looks like it's in steps. However, this is pretty big for a party game, so there's definitely some stuff here to know, because again, even though it is kind of like that Cards Against Humanity with the comedy and the cards and just understanding your friends' humor, there's definitely a game element here, which is what these boards are for. There's kind of double-sided. It looks like there's a lot of different kind of combinations you can have here. Again, I don't know too much on how the different layouts are. I know I saw two of them because there's a front and back, but I don't know if you can like mix match them a little bit, but I'll learn that when I learn the rules. But that's pretty cool. I like the idea of when you land on certain pieces, different cards you draw or different abilities you can get in the game. Again, I kind of know the game vaguely, but I knew enough to be interested. I kind of watched a bit of a playthrough that they had, and I laughed quite a bit here. Let's take a look here, and I'll have a link in the description too of the playthrough if that sounds like something you'd like. So we got some cardboard pieces with ham. That's hilarious. They really went well with the ham theme here. Some really thick cardboard. Nice. Yeah, that's what I would expect now. I don't see too many games with flimsy cardboard. I'm big on vintage game reviews, so you'll hear me talk about how flimsy a cardboard is on a game because that was very common back then. But these are fun, and I'm guessing these are like tracker tokens for the board. But again, I'll learn a little bit more as when I get into playing the game itself. I do, however, know there's different like colors of cards that you can get. There's like green, red, and then I'm guessing these are the regular cards, kind of like that Cards Against Humanity. You have the white and the black cards. That's kind of, I'm guessing, what these are for. But the other ones, I believe, sit on top of these hams, where when you land on certain spots on the board, then you start to draw from different piles. That's kind of the gist I got of the game, but the cards here are hilarious. I'll open one of them. I don't want to give you guys too much detail on the cards, because I think if this sounds like the kind of game for you, especially after the review, or even just reading into it after you see this, if this sounds like the kind of game for you, I don't want to kind of spoil too much of it. But let's take a look here. So the card stock. Yeah, the card stock's about the same of what I would expect with Cards Against Humanity. from what I remember. It is on the thinner side, but again, it's a party game, so I don't ever expect some really insane finish on the cards because they get ruined over time. Yeah, these are pretty graphic, so I'm not going to show too much here. It is an adult game, but I'm going to find a way to lighten it up a little bit in my review. But this is cool. I have a few games actually like that, so I'm already prepared and ready to start taking on games like this. So this is going to be a fun change of pace here. But let's kind of take a look at how some of these color cards look. So bounce target piece to the last white bounce spot they passed. So yeah, there's going to be cards that can interact with your opponents on the tracker. There's also like this cool negate aspect, which is it on these cards? I think it's on the black cards, which I'll open some up so you can kind of see it. But there's like different things. Force 2 target players to sit out a trick. Force 3 target players to sit out a trick. I'm not too sure what a trick is. I'm guessing it's kind of like a round, but I haven't really dove into the rules to really know that terminology yet. We got here, force a judge to pick another pink card. So that would be kind of the header card there, but that's funny. That's a good idea. So it's a way to play Cards Against Humanity, but also be rewarded for being the funniest in your group. For example, so like this here, I'll open up one of the gray packs here because this will be kind of key. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm really bad at opening these things. I think they're child-proof, so they get me every time. All right, so like we got AHM, so ham. So when you start to win these cards and it spells out ham, then you can use this to like negate somebody's ability against you. So like, let's say they want you to sit out on a trick, then you would play this, or you would discard these. It's kind of like a one-time use there, but it kind of rewards you for being, again, the funniest player that understands your friend's humor. Judge creates a prompt. Judge determines number of cards in response. I was scared to turn it and read it, but that one was pretty nice. But again, this is basically a game similar to the style of Cards Against Humanity. It just has more of a competitive edge and kind of makes it a little bit more of a gamer's game, so you can laugh with your friends and be a little strategic. I do very much enjoy the concept of the game. I'm very interested in diving into it and having a few words in regards to it. But yeah, take a look at that. I'll have a link in the description as to the playthrough so you can kind of get an idea if you feel like diving in ahead of time prior to my review. But that's honestly all I have for you guys today. If you are interested in notifications, there is a bell up there somewhere. Please like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate any feedback. I'm trying to make these videos more and more outrageous, and with your guys' help, I have been doing so. So we have Monday, regular board game reviews, Wednesday, weekly update / talks, and then on Fridays, my vintage board game reviews. That is all I have for you guys today. I will see you guys next time.